This is the Family Playbook, the show about your role in the family at every age. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15 every week. They figure out what is fair and what is expected as you grow up.
Welcome back to the Family Playbook, the show about your role in the family at every age. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're asking the big one: what do we actually owe each other just for being alive?
Like, is there some invisible contract you sign the moment you're born?
Spoiler, you didn't sign anything, but somehow the bill still shows up.
Philosophers have wrestled with this forever. Thinkers like John Rawls argued we owe each other basic fairness, like a floor nobody should fall below.
A floor, I like that. Not a luxury penthouse, just nobody sleeps on the street.
But here's where families get interesting, because inside a family, the rules feel totally different from out in the world.
Your parents didn't ask if you wanted to exist, and yet here you are, and they're buying your cereal.
And that's not nothing. The average parent in the United States spends something like $300,000 raising one child to age 17.
300,000. I feel like I owe my mom an apology every time I waste a sandwich.
But money isn't the whole picture. Time and attention might actually be the bigger currency.
Studies show kids who eat dinner with their families regularly do better in school and have lower rates of anxiety. That's just showing up.
So showing up is the contract, kind of.
Yeah, the unspoken one that nobody reads but everybody feels when it gets broken.
And it runs both directions. Kids owe something back too, right?
Gratitude. Eventually. Maybe not when you're 3, but at some point, yeah.
Developmental psychologists say empathy really starts kicking in around ages 6 to 8. That's when kids start genuinely understanding other people's feelings.
So before age 6, you're basically a tiny chaos agent, and society just has to accept that,
Society and also your older siblings.
especially your older siblings.
But what about the obligations that stretch outside the family, neighbors, strangers, people you'll never meet?
That's where it gets philosophically spicy. Do you owe something to someone just because they're human?
Most major ethical traditions say yes, whether it's the Golden Rule or karma or Kant's categorical imperative.
Kant basically said treat people as ends in themselves, not just as tools, which honestly is a pretty good rule for group projects too,
And group chats.
especially group chats.
There's also the idea of reciprocity. I help you now, you help someone else later, and the whole web holds together.
Like a giant invisible potluck where everyone brings something, and somehow there's always enough food.
Research on communities with strong social trust shows they have lower crime, better health outcomes, and even longer life expectancy.
So being nice to your neighbors is literally a health intervention. Somebody should put that on a billboard.
The tricky part is when obligations conflict. What if helping a stranger means less for your family?
Real talk, most people prioritize family first. And that's not selfish, that's just human wiring.
But the cool thing is, those circles can expand family, then community, then society like ripples in a pond.
And the ripples don't cancel each other out, they add up.
So what we owe each other for life might just be this: show up, pay attention, and keep the ripples going.
And maybe don't waste the sandwich.
The sandwich matters.
It really does. Thanks for thinking through the big stuff with us today. This is exactly why we love doing this show.
And next time you sit down for dinner with your family, maybe notice the invisible contract playing out right there at the table.
Do your part, pass the bread, and we'll see you next week on the Family Playbook.